Welcome to the channel. I'm Doomz, and this is the first episode of Clash with Doomz. Let's get into it. I have been playing Clash of Clans for many of years now, but recently I started streaming Clash of Clans over on Twitch. I have 9 accounts varying from Town Hall 7 to Town Hall 12. Every episode of this series will focus on a different topic, whether it be Town Hall 12 war attacks, or a farming strategy, or building a base for Town Hall 11. I will be covering it all from Town Hall 7 to Town Hall 12, so make sure to leave a comment down below on what you would like to see covered next. You can expect 3 episodes a week for this series, but if it's well received, I will definitely consider doing some more. For the first episode, I will be focusing on Town Hall 12, mainly how to farm without your heroes, and also what you should be looking to upgrade after the CWL. As you can see here, we are on our Town Hall 12 account, and we have already got our heroes down for upgrade. The CWL has been over for quite some time now, so we needed to get our heroes down as soon as possible. So we have that underway. But with that comes attacking without your heroes. So what should you be using without your heroes? And for me, the obvious answer is either sneaky goblins or baby dragons. But today we will be focusing on the sneaky goblins. There are multiple different ways you can use the sneaky goblins. You can either use earthquake spells or jump spells or haste spells. But for today's episode, we will be focusing on jump spells due to the fact that we do not have the dark elixir to spend on super wall breakers right now. If you do have super wall breakers, this army becomes 10 times easier to use, but it actually works just fine with the jump spells. So let me hop into a replay here and show you what it's all about. So we're starting off with a kind of a shorter attack here. You can see right away that a lot of the loot is both in the storages and the collectors, and due to that fact we actually have 1,000,000 gold and 1,000,000 elixir. It is quite easy to find these bases down in crystal or even as low as gold, so keep that in mind when you're farming at Town Hall 12, that your trophy count does matter. But basically our strategy here will be to drop in 1 sneaky goblin on every single collector, and then we will consider using a jump spell to get into some of these compartments to get the rest of the loot that is in the storages. So let's hit play here, and you can see the sneaky goblins start to come in around the base, take out all of the different elixir collectors and gold mines. And once that's complete, then you can start to drop in 3 to 4 sneaky goblins per storage. So you can see I dropped 3 there, took out that gold storage. Another 4 there coming into the center of the base, take out that gold storage. And then I have also dropped the jump spell right there to get into both of these compartments. And I think I spent around 8 goblins on each side, so I think I sent about 16 in there, maybe a little bit less. And then also at this point of the attack, you can see that there was still a little bit of gold left, but I decided that using a jump spell to get into this little compartment here was not worth it. I could save those jump spells and use them in another attack. And that's something you have to really keep in mind when you're using this army, is you don't want to use too many sneaky goblins every time you attack, because if you save them, then you can always do maybe another attack before you have to train a full army again. Now I know what you're thinking, you're not always going to find 1,000,000 of each loot, and that's okay when you're using the sneaky goblins. Most of my attacks actually have under 500,000 each, but it's not really about how much you're getting per attack. It's more about how many sneaky goblins you have to use to get the loot. So let's hop into another replay where we didn't get as much loot as the last one. Alright, so we have another replay here with 1,000,000 of each loot. The difference with this base and the last base is that some of these storages are located pretty far into the base, and they're hard to open up with the jump spell. So if we had the earthquake spells and the super wall breakers, we would be able to get all of this loot no problem, just by opening up the core of the base with earthquake and breaking out the exterior walls with some super wall breakers. But that's not what we're rocking right now, so we kind of have to understand that and only use jump spells where we think it's worth it to use jump spells. So we decide to take out all the elixir collectors, the dark elixir drills, and the gold mines on the outside of the base. But after that, we only use one jump spell to get into 2 gold storages. Anywhere else on this base wouldn't be able to open up 2 storages with one jump spell. So that's kind of where I just decided, alright, I only want to use one jump spell here, save the rest of my jump spells for the next attack. So you'll see here in a second, there's my jump spell, send 3 sneaky goblins on that gold storage, and then send in another 4 for that gold storage there. And after that, it took a while to decide whether or not I should open up any other compartments with my jump spells. And it's really up to you at this point. You could get a fair amount of elixir with 2 jump spells, but in my mind, I just want to save those jump spells and try to find another attack with even more loot. And you can see I only used 24 sneaky goblins and 1 jump spell there, and I managed to get 689,000 gold and 500,000 elixir, and that is the best way to use the sneaky goblins. Now that we have showed you 2 different replays of the sneaky goblins in action, let's go ahead and do a live attack right now with you and show you how it's done. Alright, so after 53 seconds of searching, we have already found a good base here. I think we're in Crystal 2 right now. So immediately when I look at this base, there are some obvious indications that we should attack it. First off, there's 800,000 of each loot, and also if you look closely, these storages are on the outside, so we can get away with using 3 sneaky goblins on each of those storages and 1 on all of these collectors, and that's it. We're gonna get all of this loot for basically free. And I don't know why I find bases like this, but I'm telling you, you can find them too if you're in the right league. So just make sure you're in the right trophy level, or sorry, trophy count, or whatever you want to call it, when you're trying to farm a sneaky goblins. There is 1 more elixir pump there. But we're not going to use our jump spells. We're going to just say, that's enough loot for me. And there you go. That's a quick 600,000 loot. And that only took me 2 minutes to acquire. So that's how I use the sneaky goblins to farm at Town Hall 12. Now you'll notice that I lost all 3 of these attacks that I've showcased in this video, but you can always bring a battle blimp with some CC troops to try and snipe out the Town Hall and keep your trophies at a decent level. I mentioned earlier in the video that I would tell you what my upgrade strategy is now that the CWL is over. And I've kind of hinted at it already, but keeping our heroes down for upgrade is definitely priority number 1. We need to get those heroes up to max so we can consider upgrading our Town Hall when we get the rest of our defenses and walls completed. If you've made it this far into the video, I'd like to thank you very much for watching, and if you've learned anything, please consider dropping a like and hitting that subscribe button. It would be really cool to push this YouTube channel up to 100 subscribers. There won't just be Clash of Clans content on this YouTube channel, but there will be at least 3 episodes a week, as I mentioned before. If you're looking to find similar content, make sure to follow me on Twitch. I tend to stream Clash of Clans every day, so make sure to give me a follow over there and tune in when I go live. Thanks again for watching, and until next time, Clash on.